continues. I've also got a nice wee message from Vincent Canterbury. Who thought you were going to be him today? But anyway, let's get into it. We've got some news. I think we've got a lot to talk about actually in wrestling. I've seen a lot about Ric Flair, but we're not going to talk about him today.
I think he's going to read it. He's probably going to read it.
Well, I might talk about it later. I'll see what Jambo Bear is talking about later. Anyway, Pat McAfee apparently pulled out of a WrestleMania angle, which is why WWE has dropped it. Now, what I don't understand about this is that it'll go on to talk about how McAfee wanted to protect the business, so to speak, and stop celebrity.
Yeah, protect the business, right? Protect the business while throwing it under the bus at the same time. Protect the business, but also threw it under the bus.
I don't really understand why McAfee pulling it.
Yep.
Is the end all be all. This was going to make McAfee rich, and you really got the feeling that McAfee really overly cared too much about the business. I mean, what he said in these shoot promos felt real. Putting over how good the past of wrestling used to be and how crap it is now with guys like Cody Rhodes running about and we jobbers having 45. That's why I don't understand, right? Everything McAfee said was pretty much real, bang on the money, which most of us were thinking.
Yeah.
But no, it was all a ruse. I don't understand. They clearly know that's the opinion of many people out there. I don't understand what the purpose then is if you're not going to continue this. Oh, McAfee saw the crowd reaction. See as negative as some of it was, I think there was actually a bit of positivity around the McAfee stuff, because people were actually glad that guys like Cody Rhodes, etc. were getting hate dished out on, and the truth, we got the truth serum. But anyway, this is what Dave Meltzer was saying on the Wrestling Observer Radio, and I quote, the Pat McAfee thing, he opted out. That's what actually led to everything changing. That's why the tag match from Backlash was taken off. The thing is that both of them, McAfee and Jelly Roll, were very cognizant of what has been said about celebrities in wrestling. Both of them love wrestling, and I think they realised there was a lot of negative sentiment about it. I don't know the exact reason why McAfee pulled out. There could have been many different reasons, but the reason was that it believed was, in fact, the reaction. I was told that the belief was that due to the reaction.
I'm not going to lie, if McAfee gave it a bit more time, maybe the fans would have actually enjoyed it. They would have actually enjoyed it if McAfee actually gave it enough time.
End of quote. I mean, obviously the rumours were supposed to be McAfee versus Jelly Roll, Thornton, and Rhodes in there.
They should have just went along with this. They should have just went along with this, man. I actually wanted this. I'm not gonna lie. I would have
because McAfee's pulled out that shaft around Randy Orton winning the belt to Mania. So to show you how ridiculous this is, because some celebrity, famous celebrity, that's a real loose usage of the term there. Because Pat McAfee didn't want to be a part of Mania, Randy Orton has to suffer the consequences. That we have to get, we're subjected to another Cody Rhodes victory at WrestleMania. Another guy buried because of Cody Rhodes. It's pathetic, man. And McAfee, he didn't like the reaction. It got. But what else did they expect? This isn't a new thing. We've known now for years that a lot of wrestling fans don't like the celebrity involved. They tried to change it, I guess, this time and making it very real. And he did cut a few shoot promos, but that's why I don't understand. It's like, I think the McAfee stuff, in terms of what they actually tried to do with it, or in terms of the shoot promos, if we're being honest with things, I said this weeks ago, see if Randy Orton just brought out Cowboy Bob Orton or Ted DiBiase on SmackDown and just went down out, that would have been boring, that would have been very mundane, very bland. But see the fact they actually brought McAfee out, see, I think the problem is it's McAfee. But I actually think the context of the promos would have worked with someone better. I mean, to maybe go back on what I said to a degree. We actually imagine like Cowboy Bob Orton cutting the promo on Rhodes and burying him, and burying like vanilla midgets, and burying jobbers instead of Jobbers main event today instead of like mega stars and larger than life characters. I think it would have meant more. I think they've actually gave the ammunition to the wrong guy in Pat McAfee, but I'm kind of sitting here in disbelief that because McAfee didn't like the reaction, that's why the entire thing was dropped. Big McAfee
because of the crowd reaction, bro. Come on, bro.
Sylvester Stallone.
This
their
guy.
version of Sylvester Stallone.
What did he
I don't
expect?
see a Rambo franchise. I don't see a
I mean, what did he
Rocky
expect,
franchise, I
man?
don't see
You should have went along with it.
I don't see TV shows like Tulsa King.
I don't see
any of that down the line for
Bullshit,
McAfee.
bro.
But anyway, we'll move on to the next bit of news. Tiffany Stratton. I mean, look how square that dome is right there, man. Look how ugly that is.
Ugh.
And Brock Lesnar's apparent retirement. He's just a boy. It's his first time living too. So she reacted to his retirement, which I think has come across.
He's been living for almost 50
know.
goddamn
When I
years,
saw
bro.
Brock unlace his boots, I almost shed a tear. I was sad for him. He looked like he started crying a little bit too. I was just like, he's just a boy. It's his first time living too. So hopefully it's not
He's been living for 50 goddamn years, man. Shut up about it's his first time living.
Retiring in your hometown, but
Shut up,
sad,
man.
but also happy for him.
End of quote.
Again,
I wouldn't be
surprised if Brock's done.
Brock
Brock Lesnar is not the kind of guy that wants a big song and dance about his retirement. And that's not to say everyone else has been retired in the years and done that. But see John Cena doing like a full retirement. That suits the John Cena character. It really does. Brock Lesnar doing that, it doesn't. Brock Lesnar going out on his sword suits the Brock Lesnar character. Pun intended. The guy's literally got a sword tattooed right down the centre of his body. They're not going to make a big song and dance about Brock. There's not going to be some. He's not going to go into the ring and be like, "Oh, thank you guys for an incredible career."
I mean, he did interact with a couple fans and shook their hands.
You're setting yourself
So
up for failure. I think the way Brock retired, if that is him done, it was the way I fully expected Brock to go. The match would end, and he would just call it quits. I mean, of course he's going to show emotion, because I know people will say, Brock, oh, he doesn't care. Brock takes a lot of pride in his work, man. Brock's one of the best sellers of all time. He's one of the best workers of all time. You know, he's the alpha male of our species. There will never be another Brock Lesnar, right? He is, for me, one of the modern day goats. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, combat sports, the guy dipped his toes everywhere. Yeah, it wasn't successful overly in the NFL. Guy went to UFC and won
came
the
back in
World Heavyweight
2012.
Championship, the pinnacle of that sport. He's one of the greatest World Heavyweight Champions in wrestling history.
Yeah,
he is truly one of a kind. And
nobody can be like him.
Brock Lesnar. You know, he's had nearly 25 years in this business. It's fine for him to show a bit of emotion, and it's almost not refreshing, but it's cool to see it. Brock does care. People think he doesn't. He does take a lot of pride in his work, so I'm not having that. Anyway, guys, we'll be ending this video with this message here from Vincent Kendo McMahon regarding the immortal Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh, we're still talking about this guy
all the way.
We give Hulk Hogan his reign last standing legend right now.
And there
we go.
I thought that
was a lovely message there to Finny Mac.
We'll leave it
I
there.
don't know the way he sounds though, like his voice kind of just doesn't make
Or they made a wee video about the Brett stuff in it, which I think is just pathetic for Brett. I mean, WrestleMania 9, son, get over it. It was 33 years ago, jeez, oh dearie me, come on son, relax.